Hello and welcome to another Capture the Flag edition of Daryl Show Your Work, episode 150 to be exact. So I was thinking after doing my video yesterday about building upon what was done yesterday in terms of using PrivescCheck to find privilege escalation vulnerabilities within our compromised Windows host. And so I was thinking, well, what if I were to show how we could then use those clear text credentials that we found during during running that script to then escalate our privileges. So I just decided just to do a follow-up video to do that. So since I've already exported this host, I still want to give my usual disclaimer saying that this is for educational, ethical, and research purposes only, that any sort of malicious activity that may directly or indirectly come from someone watching this video, I do not take responsibility for, nor do I condone. All right, so to get started, I'm going to manually elevate my privileges, and I'm going to do so using a Python script, and that's going to be, and I'm going to use the psexec Python script in order to do that. All right, so to get started, I'm going to split my screen here. All right, and let's change the font here. All right, there we go. And we're going to change that to a nice size of 20. Apply that. Okay. All right. All right. So in this newly opened terminal here, I'm going to try to locate where that exactly is on my system. So I'm going to say locate ps psexec.python. Let's see, where are you located? All right, so it's located in several places. All right, I think I'm going to copy it from the examples directory. So I'm going to say CP, and let's just grab that here, copy that, paste it here. And remember, in order for me to copy that to my local directory, I had to do space and then period. And that's how it knows to copy this file into my local directory. If I don't put that space and period, I'm going to get an error message. All right, so let's do a list just to make sure it's in there. All right, we can see right here in green that that the Python script is indeed in there. So let's run that, and I'm going to run it. I'm going to run psexec Python script, and I'm going to authenticate using the clear text credentials that I found in my previous videos. And let's scroll up to that just so we can see what that is. Let's see. Should have been closer to the top, I thought. Oh, here we go. We're in the cred section. Here we go. Okay. So right here we can see that the username is administrator, password is hello 123321. All right. So let me begin authenticating here. All right. So I'm gonna say Python. I'm gonna specify version 3. Say psexec. .py. All right, and then I'm gonna give it the username here, and I'm gonna say @ and then my IP address, which, you know what, I did not record. So let's go all the way up here. Hopefully it's still there, and it is. Okay, so let's copy that. All right. All right. Oh, you know what? That's the target. Well, let me see. Yeah, I want to use the targets. Okay. So All right. So that's the target. So basically I'm telling Python to, hey, use psexec, this psexec Python script to log me in to the as an administrator to the to this local host here. All right. So once I do that, all right, now I have to give it the passwords, which you said was hello underscore 123 321. Hopefully I didn't fat finger that. All right. So a few things to notice here. It looks like was able to log on here. So so what happened here? It actually requested and finds the writable admin $ share here, and then it uploads the payload and opens up the CVC manager. This creates a service and gets me Windows command shell. All right, so that's everything that we see going on right here, and that's how on the back end, that's how that Python script is working. All right. So now that I am in, um, let me see. I'm gonna go back over here, and I am going to let's cancel that. Yes, and I'm going to background this process, and I want to show how we can then automate this. All right. So let's say I were to then search psexec. All right, so so I'm looking for one. It's an exploit module here that just simply uses psexec. Let's see. All right, so it looks like it's right here, module number 24. All right, so over here on the right, I manually was able to authenticate using those that username and password that I found in my previous video. And now over on here on the left, I'm going to show how we could do that in an automated fashion. So I'm going to say use 24 since that's the module ID of the module that I want to use to automate my me logging in here. Okay, so let's see. Let's go to show options to see what I have to set here. All right, so most important thing here is L host is fine. This is my IP address, but the local host, the local port, excuse me, is something I need to pay attention to because if you remember in the previous video, I used in my initial web delivery exploit module. I use port 444 to do that, and then in a follow up where I upgraded my shell session to a interpreter session, I use 4433 to do that. All right, so those two ports are already being used at the moment. So I'm gonna need to change this to say 4422. All right, so I'm gonna set the L port to 4422. All right, so that way there's no conflict, and I need to since I'm SMB is the actual attack vector or the protocol that I'm exploiting here. I need to set the user pass to the authentication password and SMB user to the administrator username. So I'm gonna say SMB user. Oh, well, you know what? Gotta give it the set command first so it knows what to do. So set SMB user to administrator, set SMB pass to hello underscore 123 321. All right, and let's exploit that. All right, looks like I'm getting a interpreter session here. All right, remember this is a capture the flag edition. So let's once I enter into the system here, let's see if I'm able to then find that flag. So if we remember from the previous video yesterday, I was just simply using a student account. All right, so because I was able to that run that the the PrivescCheck check script. All right, I was able to find a administrator account with Cleartext credentials. So again, this enabled me to then escalate my privileges here to administrator privileges. All right, so and I can check just to verify that this is just not named administrator, that I actually do have the privileges that I want to escalate to. I'm gonna say sysinfo. All right, and so we can see that um, that the computer name is attack defense. Still the same machine, Windows Server 2019. The architecture 64. Now I have a 32-bit interpreter session here. Now if I say get UID, let's see what I'm working with here. And we see now that I have full system authority. So because I was able to gain access to this account, I was successfully able to escalate my privileges here. And now I'm able to do a lot more on this system, pretty much run any command that I want on this Windows based system. All right, so let's start digging around for that flag. So I'm gonna take this back to the root directory. All right, so if I say dir, let's see what's there. All right, let's jump into the users folder here. All right, so it's the cd users. All right, let's see what's in there. Is there anything in here? Nothing. Okay, so let's look into the administrator folder. So I'm gonna say cd administrator. All right, now that we're in there, let's take a look. No, nothing appears to be in there. So let's see. Let's take a look at let's see. Well, let's go up a little bit and see. Yeah, not much here. Let's look one more place, and that's on the desktop. All right, so all right. If there we go. There's our flag. So if I say cat flag to read the contents of that file, voila. There is our ciphertext, our hash of the flag txt file. All right, so again, just a follow up from yesterday's video, just showing the direct consequences of successfully running that privs exec check script by then enumerating the different potential or privilege escalation vectors or vulnerabilities that are available to me. I was able to find that clear text at administrator credentials, use that either by either using a Python script to manually be able to log into the system, and then I used a Metasploit module, exploitation module, to log into the script. Dug around a little bit and found the flag. And like I always say, the flag, all that represents is just any sort of sensitive information. We do not want outside individuals, unauthorized individuals, to have access to. Those people can then modify, delete, exfiltrate, add anything you possibly want to add once they have full system authority and able to access that information. All right. So please like, share, and subscribe. Most importantly, show your work. Until next time, take care of yourself and God bless.